It's never too late to come home. A funeral service 7 decades in the making. News 8's now Shaquille Davis was there and has the story.
The man that Charles never got when he died. At least, not in the way we all hope.
73 years after leaving his home in Cashton to fight in the Korean War, U.S. Army Private First Class Charles Dickman finally came home.
I was sure hoping he would before I passed to get him home, and he did.
In July 1950, Dickman went missing after his unit engaged in defensive actions north of Chochewan, South Korea. Because of all the fighting, his body could not be recovered. The Army issued a presumptive finding of death on December 13, 1953. Dickman was only 17 years old.
It was very, very hard. Never forget, you're always thinking and hoping, and it happened.
After seizing control of Chochewan in the fall of 1950, the Army began to recover remains from the area. Dickman's couldn't be positively identified. So, his body was interred at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific in Honolulu, Hawaii, as unknown X-146. He remained there until 2018.
What they do is they get the remains that are unidentified, and they get a list of people that were missing and get the DNA from family members and use that to identify the remains.
While dental analysis and chest radiograph comparisons helped to identify Charles' remains, it was DNA that finally brought him home.
Her DNA and some of the male relation, the nephews and stuff like that.
Casualty Assistant Officer Jeffrey Trevitowski says days like this are important because it's special to the families.
It's important to bring closure for the families to bring their loved ones home from such a long time ago.
He says the Army is hoping Private Dickman won't be the last.
That is their final goal, as far as I know, is to identify as many of them, if not all of them, as possible, and get them back home.
As for Dickman, Patricia remembers her brother vividly.
He was a little mischievous, but a great brother.
In Cashton, Shaquille Davis, News 8 Now.
Charles Dickman's sister Patricia says that she's very grateful for this day.